Aujourd'hui, Eyre va monter sur le ring pour affronter le public. En musique, bien sûr. Avant le moment décisif, je l'accueille dans les vestiaires. Un moment d'intimité pour mieux connaître son histoire et ses rêves. Dans un même temps, je vais la coacher, la chauffer à blanc, jusqu'à sa montée sur scène sous le pinceau de Charles Berberian, qui va peindre l'affiche de cet événement. Attention, Eyre, jeune révélation néo-soul venue d'Angleterre, rentre dans l'arène musicale. Eyre faisait de la natation avant de se sentir comme un poisson dans l'eau dans l'univers de la musique. Jeune Anglaise découverte par un coach vocal, elle pose sa voix pour la première fois en décembre 2012 sur un morceau du groupe Bastille. Un an plus tard, on la retrouve dans une collaboration avec le groupe Rudimental. Ce titre deviendra numéro 1 des charts anglais. Aujourd'hui, Eyre arrive avec un album que vous pourrez découvrir courant 2015. Vous connaissez déjà son premier single, son nouveau single, intitulé Comeback. Mais pourquoi parler de comeback? Elle est déjà là avec nous, sur le ring, dans l'arène musicale. Welcome, Eyre.
Hello.
Welcome to the musical arena. Are you afraid?
I'm excited.
Excited?
Yeah,
Good.
I really like it.
Let me introduce you to our painter.
Okay.
Charles Berberian. Charles Berberian is making right now the posters of your ring of tonight. Mm-hmm. I hope you'll enjoy the face he's going to make to you.
I'm sure I will.
So as I said in few words that you were an ex-swimmer. Mm-hmm. So you're sportive. Mm-hmm. So you know that everything is in the mind, actually, when you want to succeed. Do you practice music the same way, like mental thing, and after...
Absolutely.
Express.
Yeah, I think also, not just music, I think life in general. I think it's really important to remain competitive and always to have that ability to know that you need to do better and to keep striving. I mean, I think it's one of those things of not being too content with where you are and always looking forward. That's how I live.
You are a fighter?
I'm a fighter.
Okay. Let's take the cube to start to see the strength you have.
It's quite heavy.
Yeah, it's quite heavy, I know.
Okay.
This is the main influences that you have. Yeah. And so let's start by the first one.
So the first one is The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
And Lauryn Hill in general.
Yeah.
I think for me, this is one of my favourite albums growing up as a kid. And also, I feel like it's one of those albums that every generation should listen to, even now. It's just such a beautiful record, and she's got such an incredible, like, the lyrics, the music, everything about it is such an amazing album. I just think it is, I know it's The Miseducation, but it is like an education.
Another influence?
Another influence is London.
London?
Yeah, it's
Your hometown?
My hometown, yeah. I grew up in West London. I now live in North. But I just think it's an incredible city. There's so much going on. There's always things to be explored. And even now, I'm 20 now, and I've lived there for 20 years, I'm still discovering a lot of things I didn't know about it. And I think for me, when I think about London, I think about the transport, like the buses and the underground. Like, there's so much to be inspired by your surroundings. And I actually find that I write a lot of my stuff when I'm on a bus or when I'm just literally looking out of a window of a cab or whatever, just because there's so many lives going on around
fashion, music, everything.
Exactly. Everything about London.
Another one?
Next one. We have the amazing Amy Winehouse.
Yeah.
Just, who doesn't love Amy Winehouse, to be honest? But I actually live where she lives.
Camden?
In Camden, yeah. And she's just an incredible, I don't know how to describe her, man. She's unbelievable, her voice. And I get compared to her quite a bit, which is...
Yeah. So how does it make you feel? Because there are so many people that say it's a mix. Eyre is like a mix between Selassou, Amy Winehouse, and Lauryn Hill too. So how do you take this?
It's incredibly flattering to be compared to somebody as amazing as Amy. Her voice is just so rich and classic, and it always will be. And, you know, the meaning and the depth in her lyrics are something that I think a lot of people can relate to. They're quite dark, and possibly not everyone could get that dark, but I think she's such a relatable character, and, you know, she's amazing.
I agree. Another one?
Next one is Jamaica.
Jamaica, because
I'm actually half
It's
Jamaican.
your roots.
Yeah, it's my roots. Yeah, my dad is from Jamaica. He still lives there now. I'm from Negril.
Yeah.
And I actually went a lot more when I was younger. Now there's a lot. I don't have much time, and I've got a huge family out in Jamaica, and so it's such an incredible place. And when I go back, it is such an inspiring place to be around, just in terms of the culture, the colours, the life in general. Is such a beautiful, beautiful place.
You know how to make rubber dub and raga stuff and stuff?
No, I still need to learn.
Really?
No, yeah, I haven't learned quite yet, but I do. I want to go out there and spend a bit more time there, because whenever I go, it's always such a small time. But yeah.
Okay.
Next one.
Next one.
The next one is
Ray Charles.
Ray Charles. This is the movie, actually. This is actually how I discovered Ray Charles. Watching the movie, my mum made me watch the movie, and then I was so fascinated by him as a person and his life.
His life.
And his music.
Crazy, yeah.
Yeah, and an amazing, amazing, amazing movie. It was incredibly inspiring, especially with his disability, but how driven he was and how creative and interesting he was. And yeah, great movie.
Great inspirations too.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I don't know if there is any more.
I think we...
Oh, there's one more.
One more?
Lana Del Rey.
Ah, yeah.
New
generation.
New generation, yeah, exactly. I think this is one of my most current loves. I think she's just really cool, really, I love glamorous, this subtle, sexy she's going on. There's not too much skin on show. There's not, you know, this fascination with needing to be overly sexualized and over-sexualizing women. And she's a perfect ambassador for that. And her music is fantastic.
Yeah, I agree. Thank you, Ella. This was the first part. Now we're gonna discover the playlist that you like to listen to when you feel happy, when you feel sad, when you feel I don't know. It's the survival playlist of Ella Eyre. Tout de suite, la playlist de survie d'Ella Eyre, bien sûr, avec Deezer. Ella, which is the first track that you want to introduce?
The first track is Good Luck by Basement Jaxx.
I love Basement Jaxx. Why this one?
Basement Jaxx is one of the first albums I ever bought in 2003 when Kish Cash came out.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with them from that, and I just absolutely love their music, the musicality of it, the energy, and how interesting it is as well. It's never just on one level. And I'm just huge fans of them, and this is possibly my favourite song by Basement Jaxx. And
Red Alert. No?
And Red Alert, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love Red Alert as well, and Romeo as well.
Yeah.
But like everything, like they've got so many great singles and so much energy. And I saw them recently play a gig in London. It was amazing, and I actually got to meet them, and I'm supporting them at the London O2 in December.
Yeah.
So it's mad that my childhood sort of heroes, as it were, I actually get to work with, which is awesome.
Another track?
Another track. The next track is Going On by Niles Barkley.
Yeah.
For me, this is definitely my favourite song by Niles Barkley. I don't think it's the one song that everyone thinks about when they think of Niles Barkley, you know, his crazy and smiley face as well, but this one's my favourite in terms of the lyrical content. There's one lyric in the second verse which is like, anyone that needs what they want and doesn't want what they need, I want nothing to do with. And it's just, it's funny.
It's so true.
But it's so true, exactly. And to be able to put that in a sentence, and like, I just remember the first time I hear it going, oh, yes, like, it's
like an evidence.
Exactly, yeah. And the video is fantastic as well. And the next track was Change by Daniel Merriweather. I just really love the music in this track. The piano at the beginning, the intro.
Yeah.
It's so iconic for me anyway. When I hear that track, I'm like, I love this song. And then also Daniel Merriweather's voice is just amazing. That husky, that tone. This is one of my favourite songs.
Thank you, Ella.
My ritual in the morning, it really depends what kind of an evening I've had. But I guess my favourite thing to do is wake up, have a shower, and then make a smoothie. I've just got this brand new smoothie maker, so it's my favourite thing to do is chop loads of fresh fruits and start my day right. I'm very close to my parents. I used to live with my mum in London, and my dad still lives in Jamaica, but we have very close contact. I think it's really important to stay close to your parents. My mum's incredibly proud and loves to be a part of what I do all the time.